Soundarya Lahari Sloka number 86. Mrushaa Kruthvaa Gothraskhalanamatha Vailakshyanamitham. Mrushaa Kruthvaa Gothraskhalanamatha Vailakshyanamitham. Lalaatey Bharthaaram Charanakamaley Thaadayathi te. Lalaatey Bharthaaram Charanakamaley Thaadayathi te. Chiraadanthahshalyam Dahanakruthamunmoolithavathaa. Chiraadanthahshalyam Dahanakruthamunmoolithavathaa. Thulaakotikvaanaihi Kilikilithameeshaanaripunaa. Thulaakotikvaanaihi Kilikilithameeshaanaripunaa. This is another unique dynamic meditation Jagadguru Adi Shankaracharya is blessing us in this shloka. One day in Kailasa, in the bedroom of Shiva and Parvati, an incident has happened. Shiva came to the bedroom and in a kind of inadvertently calling her as Gauri, he called her as Ganga. We know Ganga is her kind of enemy. So she cannot accept the name or thought of Ganga. So Devi became upset. Mrushaa Kruthvaa Gothraskhalanam. Mrushaa Kruthvaa is inadvertently. Gothraskhalanam means taking the name of another woman. Atha Vailakshyanamitham. Then Shiva realized his mistake and then was apologetic in the routine way by offering several apologetic words and also hanging his head in shame. Vailakshyanamitham means hanging the head in shame. And at that point of a time, Devi, who was sleeping on the bed, tried to to appease her more. Shiva almost went to bow at her feet when Devi was reclining on her bed. As she tries to get up suddenly, in the process, her beautiful lotus flower-like feet touch Shiva's forehead. Lalaatey Bharthaaram Charanakamaley Thaadayathi te. That is what it means. Her lotus feet like feet, lotus flower like feet touch the forehead of her consort. And lo, when this is happening, something else comes up there. They hear a kind of there were when this thing happened, there were these bells in her anklets, and those bells in the anklets have moved and made a sound. Surprisingly, there was a kind of smiling sound coming from those anklets, and people were wondering, it is the bedroom, there is no third person, who is this who is smiling at this incident? Then they realized it is Chiraadanthahshalyam Dahanakruthamunmoolithavathaa. The Manmatha's this one, because Manmatha is always unhappy that when he tried to unite Shiva and Parvati, Shiva burnt him into ashes, and he was waiting for taking revenge on Shiva, and he doesn't have the energy to take revenge on Shiva. So he was always looking for other methods, indirect methods of taking revenge. And here is one such incident where the Devi, whom he worships, Manmatha worships, has kicked the Shiva on his forehead. So he has taken his revenge in this form. So look what happens when mother kicks you. So he smiles. So that is all the incident. We should not interpret this incident in a routine way. This is a very mystic story, and each one of them, each one of us, when we meditate on this mystic story, it produces a different effect in our consciousness and state of our understanding. So let us not dissect it the way we do the routine mundane happenings in our day-to-day life. However, the experts in this field have given some interpretations. One is that the Shiva here is taken as a sadhaka, and the Ganga is taken as different siddhis. When you practice Shri Vidya or any other tantra, as you are going along the line, you get some kind of siddhis. Like people develop Janakarshana, Dhanakarshana, Striyakarshana. So a lot of siddhis come. When siddhis come, people fall prey for it. Sadhaka falls prey for it and forgets his sadhana. So this we see in several Babas, sadhus even today. When they get name, fame and this one, they go on doing several tricks and attractions and leave their main path of sadhana. Then who has to rescue them? It's only Devi who can rescue them. That is, she will create a scenario, where she teaches them a lesson not to go after these siddhis. That is what picturesquely portrayed here as kicking on the forehead. So when she kicks on the forehead, they wake up and possibly go along the sadhana. The other deeper meaning of this is when sadhaka kundalini starts awaking and comes up to the forehead represents Ajna Chakra. That is the territory where the human consciousness ends. And in the Sahasrara, there is God consciousness, that is in the top of the head. So there is a gap between the Ajna Chakra and the Sahasrara. That is one of the most difficult phases of sadhana, and it is variously described as the dark night of the soul in different spiritual traditions, because there he is come to the end of the human consciousness, unable to go beyond it. So people become frustrated, depressed, give up, sometimes even go to the extent of trying to commit suicide. That is where the consciousness requires a kick. The sadhaka requires a kick. when the mundane man consciousness, the human consciousness, evolves into God consciousness. And that is what is described in the form of a story here. So let us meditate on this beautiful story and reap the benefits of mother's kick.